For more on this, we're pleased to be joined now live by Vaughan Mayor Maurizio Bevilacqua. Your worship, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us.
Good morning, Gurdeep.
So first off, York Region joining other regions here in Southern Ontario, Toronto, Mississauga, Brampton, with the mandatory face masks in indoor public settings. How is this news being received in Vaughan, and are you expecting compliance for the most part?
I do expect compliance. I've been very impressed by the citizens of Vaughan, the manner in which they've dealt with COVID-19 right from the start. They've been sort of the ideal citizens who understand that we're in this together and that we'll emerge stronger, but that we have to take measures. And, you know, it's really important to keep science first and foremost in your mind and pay attention to what the experts are saying. In our case, it's the medical officer of health for York Region, Dr. Kurji. He's been excellent throughout this process. We've been listening to him, and York Region felt that a mask could help us in the fight against COVID. You know, Gurdeep, we're in a war against COVID, and this virus is a formidable opponent. And we have to, when you go to war, you have to use whatever you have available at your arsenal, and the mask is one. And scientific evidence illustrates that it does reduce transmissions. So we need to be smart. We need to be focused like a laser beam on our fight against COVID-19. And I think it was a good measure that we introduced. It's effective today. I expect compliance here in the city of Vaughan. But there's also an education element that is extremely important. And the education element speaks to the fact that this could be a helpful measure against the spread of COVID-19. We're not blind to the realities that are occurring globally. I often speak, and I've been speaking about getting ready for the second wave of COVID-19 for months now. That's where I keep my eye on the ball. I think that this will also be an excellent precondition for COVID-19's phase 2. As we deal with, as we try to balance, the economic challenges we face with reopening, and the health and well-being of citizens of Vaughan and York Region, and indeed the entire world.
Yeah, the public health versus the economy has sort of been the overarching theme, I think, really globally of this pandemic. So I'm glad you touched on it. Mr. Mayor, given some of the recent altercations that we've seen, notably in Mississauga at the TNT, verbal altercation there that went viral, and there's a man now facing charges there, and also what happened more seriously in Minden and Haliburton this week that wound up in a man getting killed. That's now an SIU investigation. Both of these, we believe, were based on folks who did not want to wear masks in indoor settings. How concerned are you that squabbles, be they verbal or physical, are inevitable in Vaughan?
Well, no, I'm not concerned. So far, we've seen great civility here in the city of Vaughan. It is unfortunate those incidences occurred. It's actually quite horrible that people are defiant. Look, there are some people that cannot wear masks for whatever reason. But to choose not to wear a mask and endanger other people's lives shows a lack of self-respect and respect for others. And I think, COVID-19 has reminded us that ultimately we need to be good citizens. We need to be good human beings. We need to take care of each other. And we have to look at the public good, at the greater good. We can't be selfish during this time. We have to be caring for one another. We need to be compassionate, understanding, and make sure that we're in this together. And quite frankly, we shouldn't be reacting in that manner and having such tragic events occurring. Now, you know as well as I do, Gurdeep, that is the minority, like minute minority. Mm-hmm. Most people are decent people. Who really care about their neighbor, who care about their family, who care about the community. And while those events get attention, and rightly so, because in media, as you know, full disclosure is very important in the democratic process, making sure that societies are, shown for the best and also the worst. The reality is that millions of Ontarians and millions of Canadians are doing all they can to defeat COVID-19, and we also should give them credit as well.
I agree with you on that point. I think by and large, for the most part, people get it. And I think that's reflected in the numbers, the positive numbers that we've had and the direction we're trending here as a province. Last question for you, Mr. Mayor, if you can keep the answer relatively short because we're up against it time-wise, 20 seconds or less. Any indication as to when York Region is going to be able to graduate to stage 3? I know we're going to get the announcement from the province on Monday, but can you tip your hand to us at all if you know anything?
20 seconds?
Yeah.
When we're ready. When we're ready to move to stage 3, that's when we'll move. Okay. And we'll seek medical advice on that as well.
All right. With 15 seconds left to spare. Well done. Vaughan Mayor Mauricio Bevilacqua, thank you for taking the time to join us. Have a great weekend.
Have a great day and stay safe.
You too. Okay, lots to talk